Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of December 22nd through December 28th, 2024. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and shared, subscribed, recommended the Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel to others. And if you do become a subscriber, then you can be alerted when I upload new videos. I'd also like to thank those who have very generously and kindly donated for my free content. If you would like to make a donation, please go to the description box down below where I have my PayPal link and also all of my contacts for my Angel Healing House healing practice. And my website is angelhealinghouse.com. Now here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we pull tarot cards and runes for additional messages, but we always start first by looking into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be either affecting us directly or indirectly. And the posse of angels, my angelic family, who I am part of, we want to wish to address the powerfully jolting energies that many in the collective experienced over these past few weeks. Now, whether you felt like you were in a spin cycle of a washing machine or on a roller coaster twisting and turning us inside out and up and down and every which way, we've just finished what just may be the apex point of dislodging and releasing any karmic energy that we are still hanging on to, that simply cannot go into the fifth dimension and higher levels of frequency. Now, this is crucial and is the last part of closing out and completing our ascension journey cycle up until now. So some of those ascension symptoms were vertigo and dizziness, abdomen bloating, migraines, headaches, feelings of emotional bliss 1 minute and then emotional devastation and despair the next. So it really was an overall spin cycle of just knocking us off our foundation. Energetically, we are sensing the collapsing of old cycles, which is physically and emotionally knocking us off our foundations, because on December 18th, we experienced 0-point activation. This galactic-centered gateway is acting like a vacuum of energies, sucking and clearing and pulling out any outdated stories and lower dimensional patterns, things that we are conscious of and things that we are unconscious, that we are still holding in our cellular memories. This is unraveling our old identities and is deeply impactful because we in the earth are being recalibrated back to its original harmonic resonance, which is peace and it's unity and love. That before it was hijacked thousands and thousands of years ago and kidnapped by a very dark matrix. It's shaking humanity free and liberating us from limitation, as this 0-point field is where all potential exists, and we're able to create anew from utter stillness and pure love. Depending on our individual journey, this unraveling and letting go of our old identities or anything that is not in alignment with the higher dimensional energies may be showing up in one or more of these areas. Firstly, the first area really tugs at one's hearts, and we can feel how emotionally heart-wrenching this one is. There are those who feel like their friends, partners, husbands, wives, etc. are no longer in resonance with their vision for their new life. And we really do want to point out, this is not about not loving someone anymore, as love is eternal, but it's about diminishing our light from a sense of obligation or duty to stay in and around relationships that are no longer in resonance with our evolved, elevated frequencies. We realize that we've learned a lot from these soulmates. They've learned a lot from us. But in order to fully ascend, we must bless them with unconditional love and forgiveness, to separate and allow for more highly advanced souls to enter our lives, to connect and to collaborate with now. These energies are dispelling any illusions or limitations that we've held deep within our cellular memories that we must compromise and settle in love in order to be loved, or that we are not worthy and deserving of a nurturing, respectful, honoring love. The second area that this is also true for is our jobs, our work, our careers that we did along the first part of our journey. Well, what we did previously was perfect for our previous mission. But as we evolved, as we elevated in consciousness, many co-created for their livelihoods to actually be halted and disappear altogether to get us ready for our new mission. Now, this is really important. My angelic family and I, the posse of angels, know how financially devastating this can be when our source of income dries up. And while many of us are waiting for the new mission to divinely manifest, and because we know we are co-creating with Spirit now, we are assuring you that there is no shame, absolutely no shame in getting a job in order to pay your bills in the meantime. Many spiritual counselors, many spiritual teachers have asked me about this. If I get a job, will I feel like I'm failing, I'm a failure, or, going back to a 9 to 5? Well, we want you to know that you are still in a human body, and there is no shame in getting a job in order to pay your bills. The job may not be your dream job, but a job that we don't hate doing or that goes against our morals or our principles. And we are saying, the posse of angels, who knows? Perhaps we needed to create a situation where our livelihoods completely dried up so that through a new job or new opportunity, we will then meet the new connection that will open miraculous doors for us. Spirit indeed does work in miraculous ways. And thirdly, this energy is shaking free any illusions and limitations that we are not divine, sovereign, multidimensional gods, goddesses that are powerful enough to co-create our realities with Spirit without relying on any so-called authorities that profess to know what is best for us and to know what is safe and effective for us anymore. Now that Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving forward, it will open up and bring many in the collective timely information and knowledge that will bring them clarity and direction. For those who took the time during Mercury retrogrades, slow down to reflect, rethink, review, reassess their lives, that insight can now be utilized to create a life of harmony, reflecting our deepest values and our highest purpose. This past week, we saw the start of Saturnalia, which started on December the 17th, and it goes a few more days until December 24th. In 2300 BC, the ancient Romans celebrated and welcomed this time of gratitude, peace, love, light, joy, and friendship. It is a time to dance, to sing, to play, have fun, entertain some wildness in your life, and invite our spirits to feel free. This summons up a time of hope, regeneration, rebirth, renewal, and to us, well, it sounds like a perfect recipe for a joyous holiday season and blessing the end of the year. Today is an immensely powerful day. The 21st is where we have a double whammy as we welcome Capricorn season and we celebrate the winter solstice. Happy birthday to all you Capricorn sea goats out there. Capricorn is one of those energies which will give us lots of ambition, stamina, and determination to get through our to-do lists at this time of year and welcome in a brand new year. The sea goat representing Capricorn is half goat and half fish. And while this might seem to be very challenging to live a life when you're a half goat, half fish, it opens up great possibilities for it to master itself and discover so much about the world around him. For it can climb the highest mountains, and it can swim to the deepest parts of the ocean, and in mastering both, it gives him greater perspective, helps him gain greater knowledge and wisdom from its experiences. The sea goat reminds us to open ourselves to other perspectives and to broaden our experiences, to learn more about ourselves. And one of the most important things in life is for us to remain teachable. The winter solstice today will present us with an opportunity to celebrate either the longest or the shortest day of the year, depending on where we are in the world. Here are some things that many are honoring as we celebrate the solstice. Firstly, we celebrate the birth of the sun. Ever since last year's winter solstice, the sun has grown from its rebirth to its height at the summer solstice, and then it declined through autumn when its light was dimmed on this darkest of nights. The winter solstice, when its new cycle of life began. Now, on the shortest day, the light starts to grow more, brighter, warmer, longer, empowering everything in nature, including us, bringing up us hope as each day gets a little bit more bright. Secondly, the winter solstice marks an exciting time of pure potential as we go into a new year, when the slate is wiped clean and we can write a new chapter for ourselves. Some of us have intentions of writing whole new books. There are many in the collective who feel this antsy anticipation, like there is magic brewing deep within the winter darkness, just like the seeds that are being warmed under the ground, preparing themselves to burst forth when the time is right. As they are gently warmed by the stronger sun's rays, we can sense a quiet spark occurring within us as well. We can ask ourselves in this new chapter, what will we nurture and grow? What will we be able to harvest from our diligence and focused energy in the coming year? Because the winter solstice is a time of deep rest. It's best not to put too much pressure on finding answers to these questions, but do take time to rejuvenate. Ask yourself if resting can receive just as much attention as getting things done. We need to rest so that we can dream, dreaming up all of those lovely things that will grow in our lives this year, like new plans, making new connections, and having new ideas. Just like the sun, a new light is being illuminated inside of us, where anything is possible. And I chose one card to be our overall theme for this reading today. It comes from this lovely deck, the Woodland Wardens, our lovely animals. And the card that came out was this one, which is the antelope and the wheat. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Let me move this up a little bit more. There's our fellow antelope. And the antelope is associated with community. Now, with Pluto leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius, Aquarius is all about humanity. It's all about community. It's all about collaborating and the way the groups support the individual. We've entered a time when the collective begins to work towards the betterment, as I said, of humanity. And with the antelope being there amongst all the sheaves of wheat, it's the sign of abundance and prosperity. You know, we're entering a time when many will be feeling fulfilled, nourished, and secure by investing and collaborating with others. The sum of the parts becomes greater than the whole, and we can all reach much greater heights than we could possibly reach if we only had to go it alone. Now, for additional messages I went to another favorite deck of mine, which is, and I'll show you this because people like to see what I'm using, the Sacred Hag's Oracle. This one is by Danielle Delsky. And the first card that we have is this one. I don't know if I put that over here. This one is, you can see this, I'll show you it up close, is the Seasons of the 13th Moon, and it's number 27. These are just absolutely beautiful cards. Come on, stay there. Okay. The second card is, the first card that came out from the Sacred Hag's Oracle is a message about being in the primordial womb. Many find themselves deeply in the void now, where we have completed one cycle. The new cycle has not started for us. Well, it's already started deep within us, but we have not, many of us, seen the physical manifestation of it. In this void, where many things have come to an end, yet the new hasn't manifested, but instead of cursing the void, the posse of angels and I wish for you to bless it, for it has given us time to refresh, reinvent, and rejuvenate. It is from this enforced void that some of the greatest art is created, because we have experienced, we have experienced a time out to be able to reflect. And this is a really, really important part of our growth. Trust in the void, because if we allow it, and if we listen very closely with our hearts, it may disclose to us some of the most profound ideas and insights and creations that we would not have seen or discovered if we were busy. So, you may be in the void, but you don't have to be unhappy about being in the void. It is just taking us one step closer to that time when we will be busy again. The next card that's coming out for us is this one, The Wild Child's Prophecy. And this one is 37, which is a 1. Let's put that up there. If you can see that. Let me see. Da-da-da. It's going the wrong way. There we go. Wild Child's Prophecy. Bring that down just a little bit. Here we go. The Wild Child's Prophecy brings in a message of hope. It reminds us that it is a time between times of expected life, of an expected life, and things that are out of our view, that we don't even know about. That is where the real magic happens. For if we approach life as a child and stay in that present moment of wonderment and enchantment, allow ourselves to let go and surrender our attachment to what should happen, then we open to receive the full scope of miracles that life has on offer for us. So, truly, try to find the wonderment and the miracles and the enchantment in your everyday, because they're all around you. It's just our perception that stops us from really observing them. The next card that's coming out for us from this Sacred Hag's Oracle is this one, The Storyteller's Jewels. This is number 32, a 5 card of definite change. Okay, back. Whoops. Okay, our third card, The Storyteller's Jewels, is about stories and tales. During this time of void, of winter's hibernation, the Posse of Angels wishes for us to look into our library of experiences, to research the stories that we've experienced, and seek ways to share them with others. You know, you've traveled a most extraordinary journey in an unprecedented time here on planet Earth, and your individual journey and what you've been through is unique, and the world is waiting for you to impart it to others. Now, the Posse of Angels is sharing to not only share the triumphs and your victories, but share the harrowing challenges and struggles, for they are just as, if not more important to the story. It's these challenges and how you handle them that give others the motivation and inspiration to persevere, endure, and to not lose hope. Next card and final card that we have here is one of my favorite of the deck. I love this one. Songs of the Seal Women. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that is a card of the number 4. Strong foundations. Strong foundations now as we let go of any karma that we are conscious of or unconscious of that will be stopping us from ascending into the 5th dimension and higher. So the posse of angels is reminding us that it's a time to down tools. Stop pushing for an outcome. For your peace, joy, self-love, and acceptance was always the ultimate goal. If these massive energies are getting us to do anything, it is that they are shaking away anything from our lives that do not feel like home. All of us were programmed to believe that we were not worthy and deserving of feeling at home, that snuggled feeling of being around people we love and respect, and they love, respect, and support us, doing work, collaborating, and creating for the greatest good of humanity, and reveling in the love of God's source creator. Our homecoming wasn't and never will be a physical destination. It's about returning to our authenticity and always being true to our divine, sovereign, eternal, multidimensional nature, even if it's not popular or fashionable. Now, I'd like to take you back 21 years. 21 years ago in 2003. If you can imagine a time where the world was very dense, third-dimensional, when I, Angel Ariel, was openly sharing that I was an angelic walk-in. I went against so many societal forces telling me, don't say that, lay low, stay quiet, and not open myself up to ridicule and mockery. I did the opposite by creating communities of light, by teaching spiritual law and teaching Reiki around the globe to awaken people. I did interviews, I published books, wrote blogs, created my 12-year Angel Healing House radio podcasts, workshops, courses, seminars on our multidimensional natures. And I helped plant the seeds for thousands of people that we are all divine, eternal, multidimensional, powerful beings. And because of those like myself who stood steadfast and proclaimed their authenticity over time, it made it more acceptable for others to show up authentically. If she can do it, I can do it as well. With the evolution and elevation of consciousness, many find themselves in a time now, the end of 2024, when it is not only cool but fashionable and the accepted thing to speak in light languages, to channel information, and refer openly and proudly about their galactic origins. You know, we don't find our way back to our sense of home without any effort and by not being true to ourselves. Once we boldly and proudly share who we are, there'll be nothing, absolutely nothing to compare with the feeling of peace inside and a deep feeling that we are home already. Let's go to the tarot and just have a brief 5-card reading and see what cards have come out for us. Well, this first card is all about where we are, many finding themselves in the void, but of course, it's about our resurrection. It's about our new life, our new phase of life. Not only are we rising from the dead or rising from our former lives that were created with very low dimensional energies, but with Gabriel's horn that he's trumpeting a new day coming in. We are, whether we're on the roller coaster or in that spin cycle, releasing any karmic energies that are just too lower in frequency to make it into the fifth dimension and higher. So that's where we are at the moment, and many feeling as if they're in the void. The next card that is coming out for us is the Star. This is all about us getting ready to meet our galactic family. Believe it or not, that's where all of this is heading. To know that the Earth was kidnapped, we are its inhabitants, we are hybrids, and we have come back once again to rise, be a part of the Galactic Federation, and for our planet to go into a new era of light and join the higher dimensions, no longer in darkness. Now, the Star is also about you being the star, shining your light authentically, shining your light, being in the spotlight, like I did 21 years ago in a very third dimensional world, saying, "Hi, my name is Angel Ariel. I come from the 12th dimension. I come from the angelic realm. And I'm here to help and to serve humanity by reminding and helping people remember that they are divine." Could be as simple as that. Whichever way you want to present your authenticity, the Star is a card of healing. And with releasing our karmic cycles or our karmic energy, whether we know we're hanging on to it or not, we're making ourselves those star beings, those higher dimensional frequency beings, to enter a new era of light here on planet Earth. So shine like the star in any which way you want to create that for yourself. And then the most wonderful thing happens is that the universe will come along for the ride and will support you in whichever way you choose. Next, what happens then is that communication comes in. Well, I spoke about Mercury now stationing direct. And I think it went direct on the 15th. And it's a big planet, so it doesn't just turn around and go forward. It takes about 10 days to 2 weeks to get out of its shadow phase. So we have just now entered 1 week as Mercury has started to go forward. So many in the collective, as I said, will start to receive that information, those signs and messages on how you will move forward into the year of 2025 and what you will be doing and who or whom you'll be collaborating with. It's a very, very exciting time. Don't be surprised if all of those things that you've held in your heart start to open up at once. And after feeling like you were stagnant and nothing much was happening, then it's like kaboom! It's like, okay, now here's the information. Start to move forward, and you'll have the support of that soul tribe or that or those people to collaborate with that will show up and will show you just how to move forward in the new direction for your new mission. What this is bringing in is the Ace of Pentacles. It's bringing in a time where new forms of abundance, new forms of prosperity, wealth, and riches will not only find you, but you will draw them to yourselves, because now you'll be crystal clear, because you won't carry any of that old karmic programmed knowledge of scarcity and lack, that you're any less than anyone else, and you deserve it less than somebody else, but you will be crystal clear as to knowing that you are more than worthy and deserving of having financial freedom, security, abundance, and all of those things. And that is the confirmation of that. And then I love that this is the last card, the Six of Pentacles. our last card in this reading, because it's the giving and the receiving card. It's the card of, yes, there will be many of us who will have lots of abundance and prosperity and wealth, but we know that the true wealth is in the sharing and helping others also to achieve, what we've achieved, and then for them to go out and touch the lives of other people as well. So beautiful, beautiful ending to that reading. Let's go to our divine doors to finish off today and to see what cards are going to come out for us. And the posse of angels that they're saying, okay, 1, 2, see what are the words of wisdom do you have for us? Ooh, 3. Okay. They came out pretty easily. The first one is this one. Those doors almost look like they're metal, no, or wood. I know they look more like wood now without that reflection. And it's a distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. And as I said, in this time of Saturnalia, is a time to look at this end of the year as feeling this sense of liberation. Feel those karmic cycles lifting. Feel yourself being lighter to really bless this year and all that it's brought you, not just, again, about the triumphs and the victories, but about those challenges and struggles that you went through that often teach us the greatest lessons. So the distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so it must be. And this is a time, the winter here in the Northern Hemisphere is a time of rejuvenation and regenerating ourselves and dreaming those dreams. What are we going to be stepping into in the new year? And allow for the miraculous, serendipity, synchronicity, and the magic of working with Spirit, who work in infinite possibilities to bring us those unseen things that create such wonder and enchantment in our life. So, dream, dream, dream. Then we have this one. Beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that? A moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. That's all we do have as we go into the higher dimension. Actually, that's all we've ever had, is this present moment where infinite potential lies, and all we can do is put our intentions out there, do our best, and then open up for the help and support of Spirit to come in for us. The last one is beautiful. This one is the beautiful door with the star on it. And we got the star card. And this is the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. And the way that you create this art of life is by being your authentic self. Shine that light out into the world, and you will bring and draw to yourself more light, more beings of light, and more opportunities for you to shine your light even more in the world. I hope that's all been helpful for you. And remember that Walk in Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week on Saturdays, usually. I'd look forward to hearing from you, your comments on what the Posse of Angels and I have shared this week. And for more information on my services, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, and go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Do stay warm. There's a tremendous cold snap here on the east coast of the States. And stay warm. And to all those friends who are sweltering in heat temperatures and my family in down under, stay cool. And we're wishing you love. And as always, so many angel blessings. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Bye.